Welcome back to our transformative journey through Stoicism. This is day 3 of our free course, where we dive deep into the Stoic art of accepting the future. If you've been following along, you know we're not just learning philosophy here. We're equipping ourselves with timeless wisdom to navigate life's complexities. Today, we'll explore how Stoic teachings empower us to face the unpredictability of life with resilience and calmness. The future can be a source of anxiety for many, filled with unknowns and what-ifs. But what if we could change our relationship with the future? What if we could see it not as a source of fear, but as a realm of possibilities where our Stoic mindset shines the brightest? In the next hour, we'll delve into the Stoic belief in accepting fate, their views on life's unpredictability, and the powerful concept of Memento Mori. We'll also engage in practical exercises and discussions to cultivate a Stoic mindset for whatever the future may hold. Remember, this journey is about growth and embracing a new perspective. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button to join our community. Your support helps us bring more content like this to light. And if you find today's session valuable, don't forget to share it with friends and family who might benefit from these teachings. Let's embark on this journey of accepting and embracing our future with the wisdom of the Stoics lighting our path. Let's begin. One, Stoic teachings on future uncertainties. The Stoic belief in accepting fate and destiny. In this segment, we explore the Stoic teachings on future uncertainties, particularly their profound belief in accepting fate and destiny. Stoicism, a philosophy that has withstood the test of time, offers us a unique perspective on how to face the unknown future. One of the central tenets of Stoicism, as taught by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, is the acceptance of fate. Aurelius, in his Meditations, beautifully articulates this when he says, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." This powerful statement resonates deeply with the Stoic attitude towards life's unpredictability. It's not about resigning to fate, but about embracing it as part of a grander design, one that we might not fully understand yet, is integral to our journey. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, echoes this sentiment. He advises us to let go of our fears about the future, for we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This profound insight reminds us that our worries about the future are often exaggerated creations of our own minds. Epictetus, known for his pragmatic approach to Stoicism, offers a simple yet powerful perspective. Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. This teaching encourages us to align our desires with reality, accepting the future as it unfolds. From the East, the mystical poet Rumi also touched upon similar themes in his works. He wisely noted, "This moment is all there is." Rumi's words remind us to embrace the present and not be overwhelmed by the uncertainties of the future. Hafez, another great Persian poet, offers a poetic perspective on destiny. The words of destiny are written, and all we are left to do is read. This poetic expression aligns beautifully with the Stoic view of embracing fate as an integral part of our existence. In simple terms, the Stoic belief in accepting fate and destiny teaches us to face the future, not with fear and anxiety, but with a sense of harmony and trust in the natural flow of life. It's about understanding that while we may not control everything, we can control our reactions and embrace whatever comes our way with wisdom and courage. Stoic views on the unpredictability of life and the future. Now we're going to explore the Stoic perspective on one of life's greatest mysteries, its unpredictability. Stoicism, a philosophy that flourishes on resilience and wisdom, offers us a unique lens through which to view the unknowns of life and the future. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, had a profound understanding of life's uncertain nature. He wrote in his Meditations, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." Aurelius teaches us that while we cannot control the universe's constant flux, we have the power to shape our experience through our thoughts and attitudes. Seneca, a philosopher known for his eloquent writings, also pondered the unpredictability of life. He wisely stated, "Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters." Seneca's words remind us that the quality of our lives is determined not by its duration or predictability, but by how we choose to live each moment. Epictetus, with his practical approach to Stoicism, emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control. He advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This pragmatic advice encourages us to embrace life's unpredictability as an integral part of our journey, focusing our energies on what lies within our sphere of influence. Turning to the East, the mystic poet Rumi had a similar understanding of life's unpredictable nature. "Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form," Rumi said, highlighting the transient and ever-changing nature of the world. Hafez, another Persian poet, offers a serene acceptance of life's unpredictability. The words of destiny once written are not to be defied. This poetic sentiment complements the Stoic view, encouraging us to accept life's unpredictable course with grace and wisdom. In simple terms, the Stoic philosophy teaches us to approach the unpredictability of life and the future with a sense of acceptance and inner strength. It's about recognizing that while the future may be unknown, we have the power to shape our journey with our reactions, attitudes, and actions. Discussion on Memento Mori, remember death, and its significance in embracing life's uncertainties. In our journey today, we venture into a profound Stoic concept, Memento Mori, a Latin phrase that translates to "remember death." This might initially sound morbid, but in the Stoic tradition, it serves as a powerful reminder to embrace the present and the uncertainties of life with greater awareness and appreciation. Marcus Aurelius, a sage in both thought and deed, reflected deeply on mortality. He said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This stark reminder encourages us to live each moment with purpose, knowing that life is fleeting and every moment is precious. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, also spoke about the brevity of life. He advised, "Be not afraid of death, but rather the unlived life. You don't have to live forever, you just have to live." This perspective invites us to focus not on the fear of death, but on the quality and value of the life we are living right now. Epictetus, with his straightforward wisdom, highlighted the importance of accepting what we cannot change, including the inevitability of death. He taught that by focusing on our actions and attitudes in the present, we can live a life of meaning and fulfillment, despite life's uncertainties. The mystical poet Rumi also touched upon this theme in his work. He beautifully expressed, "This place is a dream, only a sleeper considers it real." This metaphorical view of life and death echoes the Stoic understanding of life's transitory nature and the importance of awakening to the present moment. Hafez, another revered poet, wrote, I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being. These words serve as a reminder to find the light within, even amidst the uncertainties and fleeting nature of life. In essence, Memento Mori is not just about remembering death. It's a call to live life fully and authentically, embracing its uncertainties with courage and wisdom. It's a reminder that our time here is limited and that we should cherish each moment and make it count. As we ponder these profound thoughts, let's continue to explore the depths of Stoic philosophy and the rich tapestry of life's experiences. Stay tuned for more enlightening discussions. 2. Embracing the unpredictability of the future. The Stoic practice of negative visualization to mentally prepare for potential adversities. In today's exploration of Stoicism, we delve into a unique practice, negative visualization. It might sound counterintuitive in a world that often emphasizes positive thinking, but for the Stoics, this practice was a cornerstone in preparing for life's unpredictabilities. The essence of negative visualization lies in periodically contemplating the loss of what we value. This doesn't mean living in a state of pessimism. Rather, it's about appreciating what we have now and mentally preparing for any eventualities. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words encourage us to cultivate inner resilience, preparing us to face life's challenges with a balanced mindset. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, echoed this sentiment. He wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By contemplating negative outcomes, we reduce their power over us, decreasing the likelihood of being overwhelmed when faced with adversities." Epictetus, with his profound simplicity, taught that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. By practicing negative visualization, we remind ourselves that the future is not entirely within our control, but our response to it is. Drawing from the wisdom of the East, Rumi, a mystical poet, once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." This beautiful thought aligns with Stoic teachings, that it's through contemplating adversities, the wounds, that we can find greater insight and strength, the light. Hafez, another Persian poet, offers a similar perspective. "Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would like to see you living in better conditions." This poetic advice encourages us to rise above our fears, including those about the future, and to live in a state of gratitude and presence. In conclusion, the practice of negative visualization is not about dwelling on the worst, but about strengthening our mental fortitude. It teaches us to cherish the present and to face the future with courage and wisdom, regardless of what it may bring. As we continue our journey through Stoic teachings, let's embrace this practice and see how it transforms our understanding of life's unpredictabilities. Imagining worst-case scenarios and discussing Stoic coping strategies. In this part of our exploration, we engage in a thought-provoking group activity. The idea is to imagine worst-case scenarios and then delve into Stoic coping strategies to handle these situations. It's an exercise in mental preparedness and resilience, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Imagine for a moment the most challenging situations you might face in life. These scenarios are not meant to scare us, but to prepare us. As Seneca wisely stated, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. In other words, by confronting our fears head-on, we diminish their power over us. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, provides guidance for such contemplations. You have the power to strip away many superfluous troubles located wholly in your judgment. This powerful statement reminds us that often our perception of a situation dictates its impact on us. By visualizing the worst-case scenarios, we train our mind to focus on how we perceive and react to challenges rather than the challenges themselves. Epictetus, with his profound wisdom, said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This statement encapsulates the core of Stoic coping strategies, focusing on our response, not the situation. Drawing inspiration from Persian poets, let's reflect on a quote by Rumi. "The moment you accept what troubles you've been given, the door will open." This quote aligns beautifully with Stoicism. It's about accepting life's challenges and finding growth and openings in them. Hafez offers another comforting perspective. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. It's a poetic way of saying that our current challenges and future uncertainties are part of our unique journey, meant to be experienced and learned from. In this activity, we're not just imagining the worst, we're also discussing how Stoic principles can help us navigate these situations. It's about turning theoretical knowledge into practical wisdom. This exercise is not only about preparing for potential adversities, but also about appreciating our current state and the strength we possess to handle whatever the future may hold. 3. Exercises for cultivating a Stoic mindset for future events. Guided visualization, embracing the future without resistance. In our journey today, we embark on a profound exercise of guided visualization. This exercise is not just about seeing the future, it's about embracing it without resistance. It's an invitation to cultivate a Stoic mindset that welcomes whatever the future may hold, with calmness and resilience. Let's start by finding a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine standing at the edge of time, looking into the vast horizon of your future. It's an unknown journey, filled with unseen events. Remember, the future is not something to fear, but to embrace. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, taught us, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Picture yourself accepting each event that unfolds in your future with an open heart and mind. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means acknowledging that some things are beyond our control. As you visualize your future, think of Seneca's words, "Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters." Envision yourself playing your role in life to the best of your ability, focusing on your actions and attitudes rather than the length or the script of your life story. Epictetus, another beacon of Stoic wisdom, reminds us, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. In your visualization, see yourself welcoming each event as it comes, not with resignation, but with an understanding that it is part of your path. Let the words of Rumi resonate with you. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Visualize the challenges of the future not as wounds, but as avenues for growth and enlightenment. Each challenge is an opportunity for the light of wisdom and strength to enter your life. Now, gently bring your awareness back to the present. Open your eyes. This exercise of embracing the future without resistance is a powerful tool in cultivating a Stoic mindset. It's about learning to flow with life, like a river that bends and winds, but always finds its way to the sea. As you move forward in your day, carry this sense of acceptance and resilience with you. Remember, the future is not a distant land to fear, but a part of our journey to be embraced with courage and wisdom. Journaling activity, documenting fears about the future and applying Stoic principles to address them. In this next segment, we turn to a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth: journaling. This activity is not just about writing down our fears, it's about understanding and transforming them through the wisdom of Stoicism. Begin by grabbing a notebook or any piece of paper. Let's start by gently bringing our fears about the future to the surface. What are you afraid of? Is it the uncertainty of what's to come, the possibility of loss, or the fear of not achieving your dreams? Write these fears down. Remember, acknowledging our fears is the first step in overcoming them. As you list your fears, let's recall the words of Marcus Aurelius: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Reflect on each fear and ask yourself, how much of this is within my control? Can I influence the outcome, or am I worrying about something beyond my control? Write down your thoughts next to each fear. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Look at each fear and contemplate how many of them are based on reality and how many are products of your imagination. This process helps you differentiate between rational concerns and unfounded worries. Epictetus teaches us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." As you review your list of fears, think about how you can react to each scenario in a way that aligns with Stoic principles. What actions can you take? How can you prepare yourself mentally for these potential futures? Let's also draw inspiration from the poetic wisdom of Rumi. "The moment you accept what troubles you've been given, the door will open." Consider how accepting your fears can lead to personal growth and opening new doors of opportunity. Finally, review your journal entries and reflect on them. See how the Stoic principles have provided you with a new perspective on your fears. This exercise is not a one-time activity. Regularly documenting and reflecting on your fears and applying Stoic wisdom can significantly reduce your anxiety about the future and help you embrace it with a calmer, more prepared mind. So as you go about your week, keep this journal close. Whenever you feel anxious about the future, turn to your journal. Write, reflect, and apply the wisdom of Stoicism. This simple yet powerful practice will help you cultivate a mindset that is not only prepared for the future, but also embraces it with confidence and serenity. Sharing fears and collective brainstorming on Stoic solutions. In our journey through Stoicism, we now come to a crucial part: sharing and learning together. It's time for a group discussion, a space where we can voice our fears and collectively seek Stoic wisdom to address them. Imagine this as a virtual gathering where each one of us, though miles apart, is connected through our shared human experiences. As we begin, think about the fears you've journaled. Select one or two that particularly resonate with you and that you feel comfortable sharing. Now, let's open the floor. Picture this as a safe and supportive space. Share your fears, not just as personal confessions, but as openings for collective wisdom. As you share, remember the words of Seneca: "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." Reflect on how this applies to your fears. Are they grounded in reality, or are they amplified by our imagination? As we listen to each other, let's bring in the Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, as taught by Marcus Aurelius. He believed in embracing everything that happens to us, including our fears, as necessary parts of our life's tapestry. Discuss how accepting our fears as part of our destiny can transform our outlook. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, teaches us the importance of focusing on what is within our control. When others share their fears, help them discern what aspects they can control and what they must learn to accept. This perspective shift is a powerful Stoic solution to many anxieties about the future. And let's not forget the poetic wisdom of Rumi, who said, "Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth." Encourage each other to rewrite the narrative of their fears, to see them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This group discussion is more than just a talk. It's a collective brainstorming session infused with Stoic principles. It's about finding solace in shared experiences and strength in collective wisdom. Share your thoughts, offer support, and together, let's find Stoic solutions to our fears about the future. As you participate in this discussion, either by commenting below this video or discussing with friends and family, remember that this is a journey of mutual growth and understanding. Each shared fear, each offered perspective enriches our collective understanding and helps us all in embracing the future with a more resilient and prepared mindset. 4. Stoic strategies to handle future anxieties. Introduction to the Stoic principle of dichotomy of control and its application in future uncertainties. In our exploration of Stoicism's approach to the future, a pivotal concept stands out: the dichotomy of control, a principle famously articulated by Epictetus. This Stoic wisdom teaches us to differentiate between what is in our control and what is not. It's a powerful tool to navigate the uncertainties of the future. Let's delve into this concept. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Imagine your future as a vast ocean. You can't control the ocean's tides or storms, but you can steer your ship, your reactions and actions. Applying this principle to future anxieties means acknowledging that we can't predict or control everything that will happen. However, we can control our responses, our attitudes, and our preparation. This shift in focus is liberating. It teaches us to invest our energy wisely in areas where we can make a real difference. Consider Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He faced immense challenges, from political plots to personal loss. Yet he remained focused on his duties and virtues, on what he could control. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But how do we apply this in practical terms? Start by listing your worries about the future. Then categorize them. What's within your control and what's outside it? This simple exercise can bring clarity and reduce anxiety. Let's not forget the poetic wisdom of Rumi in this context. He said, "Yesterday's gone and its tale told. Today, new seeds are growing." This beautifully complements the Stoic practice. It reminds us to focus on the present, planting seeds for the future, without being weighed down by the uncertainty of what it holds. By embracing the dichotomy of control, we learn to focus our efforts where they count, accept what we can't change, and approach the future with a calm and prepared mind. This doesn't mean being passive. It's about proactive acceptance. It's preparing the best we can and then accepting the journey, whatever it may bring. So, as you ponder on your future, remember this Stoic strategy. Focus on your actions, your mindset, and let go of the need to control the uncontrollable. This way, you cultivate a peace of mind that is unshaken by the unpredictability of life. Exercise, categorizing future concerns into within our control and outside our control. In dealing with future anxieties, a practical exercise rooted in Stoic philosophy can be incredibly helpful. This involves categorizing our concerns about the future into two distinct areas, those within our control and those outside of it. It's a method that can transform our approach to future events, reducing unnecessary worry and focusing our energies where they can be most effective. Let's begin by understanding this exercise in the light of Stoic teachings. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of focusing on our internal responses rather than external events. He taught that peace comes not from controlling the world around us, but from controlling our reactions to it. This perspective is crucial in dealing with future uncertainties. The process is straightforward but profound. Take a piece of paper and draw two columns. In one column, list the things about the future that you can control. This might include your actions, decisions, attitudes, and preparations for potential scenarios. In the other column, list the aspects of the future that are beyond your control, such as global events, other people's actions, or unforeseen circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic thinker, offers guidance in this regard. He wrote, "Focus on what is said when you speak and on what results from each action. Know what the one aims at and what the other means." This quote reminds us to concentrate on our intentions and the direct outcomes of our actions, which are within our realm of influence. As you categorize your concerns, you may find wisdom in the words of Rumi. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. This metaphor beautifully aligns with Stoicism. It suggests that gentle, controlled, and thoughtful actions, like rain, are more effective than chaotic and uncontrollable forces, like thunder. By engaging in this exercise, you'll likely discover that many of your worries about the future fall into the category of things outside your control. Recognizing this can be freeing. It allows you to release these concerns and focus instead on actions and thoughts within your power. This exercise isn't just about accepting limitations. It's about empowering yourself to focus on what you can change and influence. It encourages a proactive and peaceful approach to life, embodying the Stoic belief in focusing on the present and what is within our power to shape our future. Discussion on Stoic contentment and finding peace regardless of external circumstances. In today's fast-paced world, where uncertainty seems to be the only certainty, finding inner peace can be a challenge. However, Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers timeless wisdom on finding contentment and peace regardless of what life throws our way. This Stoic approach to life is profoundly relevant today, especially when we face future anxieties. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement encapsulates the Stoic view that our contentment hinges not on changing our situation, but on changing our reaction to it. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, also emphasized the importance of inner tranquility. He wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This sentiment aligns closely with the teachings of Rumi, who advised, "Do not ruin today with mourning tomorrow." Both Stoicism and Rumi's wisdom encourage us to focus on the present moment, suggesting that peace is found not in external circumstances, but in our internal state of mind. Epictetus, a Stoic teacher, further highlighted the importance of focusing on what's in our control. He taught, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This philosophy teaches us that contentment comes from accepting things we cannot change and focusing our energy on what we can influence. Interestingly, Hafez, a Persian poet, shared similar sentiments. He wrote, "This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you." This beautiful verse implies that we are exactly where we need to be, and finding peace in our current circumstances is part of our journey. To cultivate Stoic contentment, it's essential to practice gratitude, focus on the present, and accept things beyond our control. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent, but rather finding peace by aligning our desires and actions with what is within our power. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that contentment is an internal state, achievable by focusing on our internal reactions rather than external events. By embracing this philosophy, we can find peace and stability regardless of the unpredictability of life. Remember, as Rumi said, the art of knowing is knowing what to ignore. By focusing on what truly matters, we can find serenity in the midst of life's uncertainties. 5. Conclusion and homework. As we wrap up today's exploration of Stoic teachings and their application in accepting the future, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We delved into the Stoic belief in accepting fate and destiny, understanding that life is unpredictable and full of uncertainties. This was beautifully echoed in Marcus Aurelius's words, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." We also discussed the significance of Memento Mori, remembering death, and its role in embracing life's unpredictability. This Stoic reminder helps us appreciate the present and prepare for the future with wisdom and courage. As Seneca advised, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." Moreover, we engaged in the practice of negative visualization, a Stoic exercise that prepares us for potential adversities. It's not about pessimism, but about mental preparedness. Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This practice teaches us to handle whatever the future may bring with a calm and prepared mind. We also looked at Stoic strategies for handling future anxieties, emphasizing the dichotomy of control. Understanding what is within our control and what is not is key to Stoic contentment. As Rumi beautifully put it, "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." This aligns with the Stoic emphasis on internal peace over external circumstances. Now, for your homework assignment, practice negative visualization daily. Spend a few moments each day imagining various scenarios, focusing on how you would handle them with wisdom and composure. Reflect on how this practice impacts your anxiety levels. Journal these reflections, noting any changes in your perspective or emotional responses to imagined future events. Remember, this exercise is not to dwell on negativity, but to prepare the mind for any eventuality, much like a warrior trains for battle. This Stoic practice, combined with the serene wisdom of poets like Hafez and Rumi, offers a robust framework for facing the future with a calm and prepared heart. Looking ahead to next week, we'll be embarking on an equally enlightening journey as we explore the topic of living in the present moment. This session will be dedicated to understanding and embracing the power of now, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and the profound insights of Persian poets. We'll delve into the art of mindfulness, learning how to fully engage with the present and appreciate life's simple pleasures. We'll discuss Stoic teachings on the impermanence of the moment and how to find joy and serenity in the here and now. our journey will be enriched with the lyrical wisdom of poets like Rumi, who reminds us, "This moment is all there is." The session will include practical exercises to enhance our awareness of the present, helping us to break free from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties. So, join me next week as we learn to anchor ourselves in the present, discovering the peace and clarity that come from truly living in the moment. This session promises to be a transformative experience that will equip you with the tools to live a more mindful and fulfilled life. Thank you for joining me today. Keep reflecting, practicing, and growing in your Stoic journey. Your path to inner peace and resilience is unfolding with each step you take. Till next time, stay with the Creator.